Today, I'm going to take you grocery shopping to show you exactly what needs to go into your cart as a beginner carnivore. These items will form the foundation of your animal-based diet and provide you with more than enough nutrition and variety to improve your health. I'm Jenny. I've been on the carnivore diet for over 2 years and I've lost almost 50 pounds and improved my metabolic health drastically. It can be a bit intimidating coming to carnivore after eating a standard American diet, so let's make it as simple as possible for you and head to the grocery store. The very first item that belongs in every new carnivore shopping cart is ground beef. Over here at Costco, you can get the organic ground beef, but they also have like 6 pounds of ground beef for $4.79 a pound. Now this is 88.12, and I prefer to get 80.20, but sometimes if I need a lot of ground beef, I'm picking it up here. Beef is a bit more expensive than your other meats, but you want to include as much of it in your carnivore diet as possible. I like to, when I'm over at Jewel, I like to find 50% off, 30% off deals, like the meat that needs to be marked down by that day, so I can save as much money as possible, and then I'll just freeze that ground beef for later. The next item that belongs in every new carnivore shopping cart is eggs. Eggs are a staple of every carnivore diet. When you're looking for eggs in the grocery store, you want to look for pastured. These are going to be the highest quality eggs you can get. Preferably pasture-raised organic eggs. Now these are a bit pricey. These are $9 currently at my grocery store, and these are $8. You can eat as many eggs as you want per day on the carnivore diet. For me, I'm typically eating anywhere between 3 to 6 eggs per day, but you could eat a dozen if you want to. It's totally fine. They are super, super good for you. Pastured organic eggs are really pricey, so if you want something that's almost as good, you can get cage-free organic eggs. The Costco version is $7.50 in my area for 2 dozen. Next up is bacon, meat candy of the gods. I could eat a pound of this stuff a day. What I try to do when I'm finding bacon is just find deals. I'm at Jewel. This is my local grocery store, and sometimes they have really awesome deals. For example, just recently, this bacon right here, which is normally $11 for a pound and a half, was marked down to $4. Then there were discount coupons on the bacon where I was able to get this for $2 for a pound and a half of bacon. I bought like 10 of them.
By Grabthar's hammer. What a savings.
So just search out your deals when you're looking for bacon. Another thing you may want to look for when you're looking for bacon is reading the ingredients labels. Now most bacon is going to have some kind of sugar in it as part of the curing process, but what I like to look at is the carb count. You want that carb count to be 0. Check this out. This is something that you should avoid when you're purchasing bacon. You don't want anything that's sprinkled with cinnamon toast crunch dust. Not good. The next thing that should be in any carnivore shopping cart is sausage. Any kind of sausage. I would consider hot dogs kind of a sausage. These andouille sausages are kind of a sausage. Breakfast sausage, any of that kind of stuff. One of the common misconceptions about the carnivore diet is that you can't eat processed meats, and that's actually not true. You can, but you're definitely going to want to read the ingredients labels. So when we're talking about like hot dogs, for example, I'm always getting the all beef hot dogs. I used to get the boar's head because they were the highest quality. Their ingredients label was beautiful, but now those are no longer on the shelves because of that whole, boar's head controversy with that factory that was all gross and stuff. So I've been getting the Vienna beef hot dogs. They're not as high quality, but they do not have corn syrup in them, so that's why I choose these. Also, breakfast sausage. I always use Bob Evans because they do not have corn syrup in their ingredients. If you look at the Jimmy Dean corn syrup, and you can tell in the carb count, this has 1 gram of carb and this has 2. So whenever I'm picking breakfast sausage, I always make sure to read the ingredients label. The next thing that should be in every carnivore's grocery cart is a rotisserie chicken. Now, I don't eat chicken very often on the carnivore diet. I usually eat beef, butter, bacon, and eggs, but chicken is an excellent meal. And here at Costco, you can get one for $5. Me and my husband can share one of these. It's a complete meal, $5. Really can't beat it. The next item that you need to have in your grocery cart is some butter, preferably grass-fed if you can get it. These are both excellent brands. I actually like to get my butter at Costco. You can get Kerrygold, a 4-pack for like, I don't know, $13. And you can also get the Kirkland brand, which is about $10 for a 4-pack. Grass-fed, excellent quality, save some money. Lunch meat is another great option that should be in every new carnivore's shopping cart. The reason for this is you may have some hunger that pops up and you'll want to have a snack. I'm not typically snacking, but in the beginning, it's totally fine too. Lunch meat is a great way to do that. Now, this can get a bit pricey, but if you find some sales, you can snag a good deal. Now, in general, I wouldn't be eating lunch meat often, but I do like to take it with me during a road trip. And you can also make a sandwich with some cloud bread. One thing every new carnivore absolutely needs are some electrolytes. Keto flu is real and it will kick your butt if you're not careful. When you're looking for electrolytes, you want to get something that doesn't have a bunch of added sugar, no vegetable seed oils, no nothing like that. The brand that I like to use is Element Electrolytes. I'm using their raw unflavored. Each packet of these has 1,000 milligrams of sodium, 200 milligrams of potassium, and 60 milligrams of magnesium. The way that I like to use the Element Electrolytes is one packet in 16 to 24 ounces of water first thing in the morning to help mitigate the very worst of the keto flu symptoms. Unfortunately, these electrolytes are not available in any grocery store. They're only available online, so you're going to have to add these to your virtual cart. Right now, Element is offering my viewers a free sample pack with any order, so you can head to the link in the description. It's drinkelement.com/Jenny Middich. That's DRINKLMNT.com/Jenny Middich, and get your free sample pack with any order today. I recommend the raw unflavored, and I also love their sparkling waters. The next item in any carnivore's grocery list should be steaks. Now, steak can get a little bit pricey, but there are some cheaper cuts. We've got a beef sirloin tip. This is $4.99 a pound. You can never go wrong with a flat iron steak, and these are $5.99 a pound. And then we have the poor man's ribeye, which is the chuck eye steak. Now, this bad boy is $8.99 a pound, much cheaper than a normal ribeye. It has a similar fat profile, but you know, a lot cheaper. Now, what I also like to do is go over to Costco and I pick up their whole ribeyes and I cut the steaks myself. That's a good way to save money on ribeyes. I'm typically getting them for anywhere between, I don't know, $11.99 to $13.99 a pound, but it is a good way to save money. Plus, you then get to cut your own size steaks and save the extra fat so you can render tallow later. Another great option for steaks is ButcherBox. ButcherBox is a premium meat subscription delivery service that will deliver these straight to your home. And a few times a year, they give away free steaks. So for every ButcherBox you order, you could get free ribeyes for a year. That's an option you could try if you just wanted to have some meat delivered to your front door. I'll put a link to ButcherBox in the description below. The next item that needs to be in every carnivore's shopping list is sardines. Sardines are a great source of omega-3s, and you really only need to eat like 1 or 2 cans a week to really see the benefits. If you've been watching my channel, you'll know that I've been doing a ton of sardine fasting. So 3-day, 4-day, 7-day, 10-day, 14-day sardine fasts. And actually, Walmart is one of the cheapest places you can get sardines. Their great value brand sardines are $1 a can. $1? 98 cents a can, even cheaper than I thought.
I'd buy that for $1.
And then you can get other brands like Season, you can get King Oscar, lots of really good brands here. I also like to pick up sardines at Costco. I can get a 6-pack of these Season in olive oil for $11.99, and then the Wild Planets are available over there for, I believe, $9.99 for a 6-pack. So definitely throw some of these in your cart. One caveat about these store brand Walmart sardines is these are packed in soybean oil, so you would want to drain these and rinse them with water. Or you could just get the store brand in water, because this is just sardines and water. And then there's another cheaper brand. This one is in water, same thing, just the sardines and water. But there are some other brands that are higher quality. We've got these Kipper Snacks. These are $1.92 and they don't have any kind of bad oils or anything like that. And this one was $2.46, and this one was in olive oil. The next must-have item for every new carnivore is bone marrow. Bone marrow is an excellent way that you can increase the amount of fat that you're consuming on the carnivore diet, and it's so simple to cook. I'll include a link to my air-fried bone marrow recipe in the description below. And if you'd like to cook bone marrow in the oven, I have a full bone marrow recipe in my upcoming book, Complete Carnivore. I will have information on how you can pre-order that book here at the end of this video, so be sure to stay tuned. Bone marrow, delicious. Also, if you would prefer to have these cut the long way, it's called canoe cut, you can ask your meat manager, your meat cutter, if they would be able to split the bones for you that way. Some stores do it, some stores don't, but this store actually does do it. So anytime I need to cook up some canoe cut bone marrow, I come here, ask them to cut like 4 bones for me, and they get it done really quick. Another item that should be in every carnivore's cart is pork chops. They're super cheap and they're easy to cook. I get them at Costco. They're $2.79 a pound near me, and I do these in the air fryer. You can do them on the grill, or you can do them in the oven. The next item in every carnivore's shopping cart is chuck roast. You can make a delicious pot roast with this. You can cut this up into pieces for a delicious carnivore chili. The options are endless. The next item that needs to be in every new carnivore's list is chicken. Chicken drummies, chicken thighs, chicken breasts, chicken wings, whatever you want. Chicken is an excellent way to increase the amount of protein and fat that you're eating on a carnivore diet. It's cheap, It's easy to cook, and you can't go wrong. One note, when you're looking at chicken thighs, you want to get the bone in, skin on, because that has more nutrients, more fat, more flavor. Cheese on carnivore works for some people and not for others. Cheese is very easy to overeat, and it also can cause inflammation. If you decide to include cheese in your version of the carnivore diet, it's best to get blocks of cheese and then shred it yourself. The reason for this is anti-caking agents and anti-molding agents that are put onto shredded cheese. Yes, it prevents the cheese from sticking together, but you don't want to be eating that kind of stuff, so best to stick to the big blocks and shred it yourself. Now that we've gone over the items to put into your cart, let's go over some tips so you can save the most money when you're grocery shopping. First of all, you need to get really well acquainted with the grocery stores in your area and their sales. A lot of grocery stores run deals every single week on different cuts of meat, so you need to pay attention to them. Next, you need to go shopping often and early. A lot of the meat markdowns that you're going to find, like the meat that needs to be sold by that day, a lot of those markdowns happen first thing in the morning. So if you're able to hit the grocery store early, you can pick up more of those deals. Make friends with your butcher or your local meat cutter, or at least be really friendly with them. And maybe if you are really friendly with these people, they will let you know ahead of time what's going to be coming up deal-wise, or maybe there's some specific cuts that they don't share with the general public, but they will share with you. Next, you can buy local. You can buy from a local farm or a ranch and get lots of really good grass-fed, grass-finished products. I know for those that can get raw milk in their area or raw dairy, finding that from a local farm is the easiest way to do it. You can buy in bulk. You can buy half a cow, a whole cow. You could go in on a whole cow with a group of people so you can save the most money. I also like to go to Sam's Club and Costco. We went to Costco a few times in this video. Costco is an excellent option for buying in bulk. And if you have a Costco business center near you in the United States, you can use your normal Costco membership and go in there, and they have tons of deals on meat. They're gonna have a lot of products that aren't available at your local Costco, so be sure to check that out. If you're doing carnivore, it's a really good idea to invest in a deep freezer. You're gonna find a lot of really good deals, but some of these, you know, they expire that day or in a few days, and you're gonna need to freeze it right away to preserve it. A deep freezer, excellent investment. And if you would like a free carnivore grocery list, you can head over to Instagram or TikTok, follow me over there, and then send me a message letting me know that you would like this free resource, and I will send it right over to you. Be sure to hit that subscribe button so you don't miss any fresh carnivore content. I have a ton of great beginner carnivore videos coming up for you in the coming weeks. Finally, I mentioned my book, my upcoming book, when we were talking about a bone marrow recipe earlier in this video. The book is called Complete Carnivore, and it's a complete in-depth guide to the carnivore diet along with 80 carnivore recipes. This book is now available for pre-order. Pre-orders are a huge deal for first-time authors. So if you'd like to show your support for me in any way, pre-ordering this book would be the best way to do so. Links are in the description. Happy eating, and I'll see you in the next video.